Welcome back, thanks for joining us here on Easy is Hard, and each week we sit on the bench and have a chat to someone who's pretty good at some sort of extreme sport. This week, Luke here.
Yes, we had the wonderful Anna Wilcox, a professional slope-style skier. I'm here with Anna Wilcox, a professional slope-style skier. Thank you for being here.
No worries, thanks for having me. It's always good to have a chat.
Yeah, you're looking very brown. You've been to Bali recently?
Yeah, had a cheeky holiday before the season kicks off. Just a bit of a break to sort of, calm down before it's all busy the next few months.
Yep, so you've just come out of Southern Hemisphere winter and going into Northern Hemisphere winter?
Yeah, exactly. This season was quite different for me because I was coming back from injury, so it was sort of quite a mellow season. I was just sort of getting back into skiing again, and I wasn't sort of going as hard as I normally go. So that was, good to get all the fundamentals back again. And now when I get to Breckenridge in a week, that's when I'll be ready to go 100% again, which will be really nice.
Yeah, and sorry, what was your injury? Was it your ACL?
In December, 2nd of December last year, I tore my ACL doing training when I was in Breck. I'd only been there 3 weeks, so it was a bit of a heartbreak, just getting into the season, and suddenly it's back to New Zealand, which was really tough. But rehab went really well, and it's a really common injury in skiing, so you sort of just have to grunt up and take it because so many people do, and you just have to tackle rehab as hard as you can and get through the other side. So the light's there now, it's about to happen, so I'm really happy.
Yeah, and you're getting back to 100%?
Yeah. So I should be all ready to go when I get to Colorado. So, yeah, it's really exciting.
Oh, cool. So you are originally from the shore?
Yeah, I'm from North Shore, Auckland, which is a decent drive from the mountain.
So you just go down in the winter what mountain would you go to?
I was lucky enough that my parents love skiing. My mum's Swedish, so she was always in her blood, and we used to go down to the South Island once a week, for a week in the winter every year since I was about 4. Which was really fun, but it was just, family skiing until I was about 16, and then when you get your driver's license, you're a weekend warrior down at Ruapehu with all your friends, so did that till I finished school. And then during that time, it was never a thing that I was going to go and pursue skiing, but I didn't, know I wanted to study yet, so I was like, I love the mountains, so I moved to Ruapehu, and that's what I did, and from there, it just sort of took off. Yeah,
you were in the Winter Olympics last year?
Yeah, so it was my first season competing was actually the Olympic qualifying year, because I came into it so late, so they were sort of
So that was your first season competing?
Yeah, my first international competition was the first Olympic qualifier. And I didn't know what I was going to be like at all, because I'd never competed against the best in the world. And my first competition was a bust. I crashed. I was like, dude, I don't even know if this is going to work out. But then slowly but surely, I just learned as that season went along. It was a survival game for me that season. I would turn up for contests and the course would be massive, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I've never even skied a course this big, and I have to compete on this course. But you know what, I think sometimes it's good to get thrown in the deep end and just having to stay afloat for a bit, but you learn so much. Exactly. Yeah. And I've always done that in life, so it worked out, and I made it onto the New Zealand team, and I qualified for the Olympics throughout that next year, and went and competed at the Olympic Games, which was pretty amazing to ski for my country, and especially after sort of coming into it so late.
So what's next? What's the next events that you've got coming up?
The next event I've got is actually in South Korea. It's the Winter Olympic Test event. It's normally I'd be competing in December, but because of my knee, I'm just going to wait a little bit longer and come into it a bit later. But it's a good idea for me to go to Korea, because it's the last time I'll get the chance to go before the next Olympics, because it's important to go and check it out, and hopefully I'm feeling really good with my knee and everything, and it's just from there it'll just be a few more competitions after that, and then then I can just forget about this injury.
Yeah. So you just want to ease back into it.
Yeah. I've got the time to do it, and as much as it sucks to get injured, it was the best time to do it because it was after the Olympics, and I had time to properly rehab my knee and go to the gym, you know, and get strong, and that's so important in skiing. So it was quite nice to actually have the time and the energy to do just focus on that.
Yeah.
'Cause normally you're trying to juggle skiing and gym and training, and it's quite hard.
Oh, awesome.
And I got to have New Zealand summer for the first time in like 5 years.
Yeah.
And we had such a good summer last year, so it was amazing to sort of reconnect with New Zealand again because I hadn't spent much time in Auckland for so long, and I love it. So,
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like me being a surfer, we're always trying to find, the endless summer, like, escape winter, but you're doing the exact opposite of that, like looking for an endless winter.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's starting to become a bit more structured with going back to sort of the same place and just basing ourselves there and then going to competitions, but I love it. And you always have those months like November and there's like May and June are always a bit like you can have off and
transitional months. Yeah.
And those are the times where you sort of go and chase that summer.
Yeah.
You try to get a little bit of heat and try to get some surfing and stuff. So yeah, there's always time.
Cool, thank you so much for your time.
No worries, thanks for having me.
Yeah, and best of luck for your upcoming season.
Thank you, appreciate it. Thanks.
Oh, the life of a professional skier, man. Straight from Indo, then she goes winter, little Indo break, get some sun and sand, and then straight back into it in Colorado.
This is the life, eh?
Good work, girl. Get amongst it though. Repping NZ. Good luck with your endeavours. Just want to say a quick thanks this week again to Mountain Dew, getting in behind us, Amazon as well, hosting us here today. Thank you, Amazon.
And also a big thank you to you guys for sending in your wonderful clips. It's great to see them. And please send us more. Go to easyashard.co.nz and we'll take a look at them.
And cheers to Snow Planet as well for helping us with our 0 hours. Awesome. Peace out. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you again next week. Later. I don't know what I'm doing there.